actually gone? Yes, it is. Alright. Welcome back, everybody, to the N Nation channel. Yeah, we're back again. And as you may have seen from the title, this is more on the Blu-Ray Dave saga here. So, we got two people watching. This in the background is gonna be us, you know, killing cops in GTA with the AA gun. But anyway, so it was on 3 people watching. What do you know? Pulling in more people than Remnant from the ashes. Nobody liked that shit except Akers, man. Anyway, so I was scrolling through Instagram, and we saw this live video that BluRay Dave did, apparently. Oh shit. And so anyway so he had this, geez, I don't know how long it was, like probably like 50 minutes plus, and I was like skipping through it, and it was mostly just him blabbering about like Five Nights at Freddy's, which was
Amen.
you know, Five Nights at Freddy's. It's
That's typically how it is. It's whatever.
and God of Random says, "Hey man, how are you doing?"
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, he's dead again. Hey, how's it going, God of Random? How's your Last of Us playthrough going? I pick up the trailer. So this is the one fault of doing it live. It's just like, you know. BluRay's watching this. I think that we're pretty stupid, but that's okay. He's not the brightest tool in the shed either. I don't know.
I'm starting to think the cop in idea is not ideal.
I don't know. Yeah, apparently not.
Too hard to concentrate. Alright, I'm just gonna go back to the airport.
Hey, look at all these cops. I don't know. All right, let's go. Let's go back. We got another comment and it did not read it all for some reason. Playthrough's going good, and that's good. All right, we keep getting distracted here. I'm gonna call Lester, and then we're gonna essentially start over what we're talking about. Main topic of this video, of course, is BluRay Dave. So as I was saying, skipping through this video, right? And he's just like going on and on about Five Nights at Freddy's, which is like whatever. I don't like that. Adult doesn't like me.
7th years after anniversary.
Yeah, 7th anniversary. So we're just like listening to him babble about it. And for the record, BluRay, we don't care about that. You can do that. That's fine.
Well, yeah,
We don't. You can like whatever you like. It's just like you off-put people. But you know, for that, just watch the other parts because we already babbled about that for like combined like 2 hours. I don't know if you watched all that BluRay, but anyway, he's talking about Five Nights at Freddy's Forever and how it's gonna get a movie and all that jazz. And then, you know, out of the blue, were mentioned in there, and it was kind of hard to follow because I was like just half paying attention. But he basically says, and how did he word that dope? He says like, he said it essentially like, I'm not gonna name who they are. He said, and he was referring to us and how we were calling him a douchebag. We're saying that means double the money. And then he proceeds to go on this explanation about how he wants double the money, so half of it can go to charity and whatnot. Noble goals. Noble goals, we can admit that. And, but he, is, and I'll also say this, you haven't been talking as much as, like, a douchebag in your recent videos. I'll give you props for that. But the
Thank you for
problem,
that. That's
yeah,
the whole point of this.
yeah, I think the problem here is you didn't bother explaining any of that to us. That's exactly what we were asking. Instead of,
Yeah.
like, just simply putting it into a comment saying, well, this is what I mean when I say that. I'm not trying to be a douchebag. That's all you needed to do. Instead, just happened to find it clicking through on some live stream you did that I probably never would have found otherwise.
Yeah, if we
So,
wouldn't have seen that, we still wouldn't have known.
yeah. So, my question for Dave is, what is so hard about explaining things? I don't get it. And I still, it's noble goals, but let's be honest. You want to be monetized to make money for yourself. Probably your dream is that you want to live off YouTube. And if everybody could do that, then everybody would be doing that. But yeah, you don't explain these things well enough. And then we ask you in the videos several times, please explain what you mean. Maybe this is all just a misunderstanding. And it is to a point, but this is what I'm getting at. I still think you have a little bit of an inflated ego, because you see on these videos how he's saying, people are saying that, this guy should have 1 million subscribers. I'm with you, man. Yes, again, it's with the unrealistic goals. Okay? Unrealistic. And, I don't know why you're so afraid to mention us, but literally, if you didn't want to type this out in a comment, all you had to do was make a response video explaining everything. And that would have been completely fine. And we would have taken back everything. And you were also saying in this live stream how what we're saying is inaccurate. 95% of what we're saying is true. And we say in the video that other 5% is speculation because you don't explain things well enough. And it's still true to this day. You don't explain things very well. So, that's exactly what it is. You explain things on a live stream that I have almost no chance of seeing. It's like, I don't get it. I don't. But, and just to set the record straight, we don't hate you, BluRay Dave. It's like, it's coming off like you're seeing us as haters. No, that's not what it is. It's not what it is at all. Simply, we were just getting frustrated because you wouldn't explain things. And then it doesn't help when you have the stuff saying, like, I really want to get monetized. And it's like, it's just not a good look, the way you word things at the time. So, it's really most what I got to say on it. Do you have anything else to say, Dope?
Well, yeah, I don't. There's at least probably 1.5 of those videos that we didn't even need to make because we were just. Well, there was one video that we were just so confused the entire time because he just didn't even give us an answer.
Well, yeah, it's like we were asking for an answer, and then he comments something completely unrelated about Braylon living. It's like, we're not talking about Braylon living. We're talking about why you wording things like a douchebag.
Yeah, that's like the whole thing. That's what this is all about, anyway. Is it's just we don't understand. And if I do want to touch base back on how he said in a video, right, that he like thinks that he should have 1 million subscribers, or he says someone said that and he agrees with them.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Your videos are not 1 million subscriber worthy, nor are they 100,000 subscriber worthy. Ours are not either. And we know that.
Exactly.
Why do you think you deserve 1 million of millions of subscribers? Why do you think that's?
If everybody could have
the quality reality of a
Yeah.
million.
If everybody could have millions of subscribers and live the dream, every single person on the planet wouldn't pass that up if they could make money just working at home, making videos. I think you even touched base on that in the live stream, if I recall correctly. You say something about you want to live that doing work at home. You want to be able to do like a gaming channel or something like that. I don't. Yeah, you said something about you want to be able to do more videos like that and more reviews and such. Which, good for you. But you know, as you said yourself, um, you're stacking shows in the Cub, and nobody's like, that's good. Good that you have a job, but we can't be having these unrealistic goals. It's not like you have this really, even it would even be different if like you had a high-paying job or like something else and you had free time to make videos. That's not what it is at all. So yeah, I don't know, I don't really know why you refuse to, acknowledge, I don't really care, but I just like by not officially acknowledging us on a video, all it does is make us more confused, and frankly, it probably makes your viewers confused.
Well, yeah, I'm almost certain no one understands what he's talking about when there's people spreading false information, which we've explained probably every video now, that the 5% is speculation, which we said multiple times is speculation, so we don't know. The other 95% of it is true from our point. Because you have to understand both sides to create a good argument. That's what we're doing. We're trying to understand your side, but you need to help us understand more by explaining like what was in the live stream that we are just so happy to see.
Right?
Like, it's not like you told us that. Like, we would have no idea.
Right? Yeah, but normally, like, it is extremely funny because, like, in my head, like, 95% of the time, I wouldn't have even have thought to look at his, like, old live stream. Well, there it just was on his page, and like, well, just look through it a little bit. What do you know, we're mentioned, not by name. Like, there's some people out there I'm not even gonna mention.
Well, yeah, and it's not even like we're looking for clout or anything like, to make a video, but it would be easier for all of us to understand, and your viewers, if you made a video explaining. It doesn't have to be an hour long. It could be literally just like 5-10 minutes of just explaining what we said on our points.
Yeah.
We didn't make very many points. There's not hundreds of them. There's probably a few. There's just only a few of them, but they're very important points.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very true, and you still, the only thing that you've really, and it wasn't even an official response, the only thing that you, Dave, have responded to, and it wasn't even like directly to us, once again, and it was about the double the money thing. You're saying you want half of that to go to charity. Okay.
Well, thank you for explaining it, but no thank you for not actually telling us this. Like, we were just, like we would have never seen that freaking live video. Like, no one knows.
Well, yeah, it's like, you're, in the video you say, that means double the money. And we've already touched base on this, but that just sounds so bad, so douchebag. Like, just give me the money so I can just slouch off and do whatever I want, But yeah, I mean, you haven't touched base. That's the only thing you touched base on. I don't know. And you know what? Since we're making this, I doubt you're gonna go back and watch the old videos, so I'll just give a summary of the things we want to know. One more time. One more time. We've already gone over this several times, BluRay. Just so it's clear. Okay? We want to know, for the first thing, And this, you know, is why is it okay to be an adult Thomas fan? Like, by what you're saying, you're basically saying it's, you know, okay to watch the show and cuddle up with the Thomas blanket and whatnot. I still don't think that's right. And, you know, as far as all the other issues, that one's not the biggest one. It's just, like, something I would like to know.
Well, that's all we've been wanting to know.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how hard it is to just explain. It would take you 30 seconds to explain your point. Or a little bit more. It's just, that's all we're asking for. But you just made us more confused than anything. We have more questions now than when we started. This is pretty much what I'm trying to say. It doesn't help that you're not really giving an explanation.
Exactly. And I think that really, like, ties into the second point is, why do you, and I guess in the live stream video, you said you, talk over yourself and forget stuff and whatnot, but
everyone does it, it's fine.
yeah, you end up, like, wording stuff like a douchebag, and then you don't, like, even acknowledge it. It's like, it's true. I don't even think you can deny it at this point. You do end up wording stuff like a douchebag. I understand that you don't, now that you've explained, you don't mean to word things like that, but the thing is, what's so hard about just explaining a little bit? So I would like to know that. But yeah, those, I mean, just, that's really, and that ties base with everything. Just explain things. I think that's all there is to it.
But yeah, all we want to know is that. I don't know how hard it is to just explain it.
And I'll say this one more time. I don't know what commenting about Braylon living has to do with anything.
Well, yeah, and are you, like, afraid to, like, mention us? You can say who we are. I'm not too worried about getting attacked. Anyone with half a brain would understand that we have very fair points. We're being very reasonable.
Yeah.
We had to come off strong to get our point across, because it's just something you have to do. Because clearly, our videos, our first one, it was the second video, because you were just saying random shit half the time, so we really didn't have a clue. So we had to get more serious, and we had to be harder to get that point across. The third video, we really lowered our tone because we thought you kind of understood. Clearly not. Still have a lot of questions because it's just none of them were answered in any way. And it doesn't even have to be on, like, a video. I just, like, some of these questions I just want to know for myself. I just want to like, have a reason, like the Thomas stuff.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna be an entire video series for you or us. I'm just curious on that. But
yeah, all it is just like,
just explain stuff to us. It doesn't. This isn't like.
And yeah, I think you used the word haters. We're not haters. I can even say, some of your, like, Blu-ray reviews and stuff are well put together. And I've said several times, I'm not into that stuff, but I can recognize that you know what you're talking about. They're well put together.
Yeah, that's what you're passionate about. Good for you.
Yeah. And then all it takes is, like, one thing in the video to make it, like, seem like you're a dick, basically. But yeah, and then when you say, like, haters can piss off or whatever, it's like
the worst word you've ever said in your life.
Let's make it just a little clear again. We aren't haters. And you said in that Instagram post, like, a week back or whenever that was, that you don't mind criticism, and that's all it was. And yes, we already, as we just acknowledged, we were a little harsh, but we in the first two, and we just had to get
come across because
the point.
We don't know if you don't understand. I have no fucking.
And from back then,
because I'm so confused on what you're talking
well, yeah,
about.
now we have.
Afraid Lemmy stuff. I couldn't tell if you were just, like, completely brain dead or something at that rate. I had no idea.
Well, yeah, it's like what. It's hard for us.
Well, it's like our first video we made, wasn't it? Like, straight facts, guys. What is that? straight facts, and then you're upset. That doesn't make any sense in any shape
You
or form.
correct, respect the letters, respect the rope. It's like,
Alright, that's not the point. The point is it's
that's
stupid.
what you got, right?
That's my question. I still want to know what that means.
Yeah, and you, in the first video you said we can't comment on it, basically because we're not you. And it's like, I don't know. And I understand how you'd get upset about us speculating about stuff, but it's really hard to understand, okay? Because, you know, and I said this in one of the parts, and I'll say it again. Let's just say for an example. So, if you don't want people to know that you don't have special needs, just don't even mention it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be mentioned. If you don't want people, because that's what leaves us speculating. You know, it's like if, and you know, it's like if he has autism, it gives him more of a reason to like Thomas. You know, it's just because of how the brain works with autism. But the thing is, you shouldn't even like mention that if you're gonna take offense to it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the whole point is not to be dicks to, you know. I understand we came across that way at first, but
Well, we're afraid
just
that you
went
don't
on.
understand enough to like.
And that was before the revelation of. I mean, we essentially thought you were a douchebag at that point because
Well, yeah, because
double the
we don't even know.
money, I deserve subscribers. YouTube doesn't like special needs people.
Well, yeah,
Like,
those are just that doesn't you just if you explained it to us. There's at least well now there's going to be at least 2 videos for sure that wouldn't have been made.
yeah, 100%. So yeah, if I hope you see this video, Blu-ray. I hope you just don't dislike it and click off of it. I hope you actually take the time and watch it and try to understand what we're talking about. We're not haters. It's criticism. It's harsh criticism. It's true. It was harsh at
Harsh to
first.
someone that's a baby.
But
It's not that bad. If we're being honest, it's not that bad.
it's really
It
not.
could be
But
a lot
I can
worse.
see from his perspective how feel that way.
Yeah.
But it's at the end of the day, just know that we don't hate. In fact, I mean we watch your stuff sometimes. It's just, you know, something to put on, but nothing, you know. You know, it's like, you know, you're you know, I'm never gonna go out there and buy an $80 Lego set and think that it's all that and cool at age 20 something, but you can do that. It's not. I think, you know, you get, you know, what you do is review things. Even with the Thomas stuff, if all you did was purely review it, I feel like that would just be okay, you know. But instead, you're saying how you're a fan and like essentially that you watch the show religiously. Essentially, is what you're saying. So I don't know about that, but yeah, just know that we don't hate you. And that was never the intended purpose. It's just all we want is answers, is all it is. So yeah, I don't. Like I said, about wraps it up. Do we have any last comments on that?
I have one. It's kind of off topic, but I want to know what those signs you made are. Like, what's the meaning behind those? Like,
Oh yeah, I
your
like the sign. The signs. It's like Christianity and a pizzeria. What?
dad.
That doesn't really make sense. And this
I
is
don't.
quote Rory Dave. It's like I
Maybe he
don't.
has a business making signs. Be one of those people that
Maybe.
have like really stupid signs all over their house, like really dumb meanings, like 5-year-old children, pretty much.
Yeah. So I don't know. You know, I really, I don't know. I just, please answer our questions instead of just.
That's all I want to
And
know.
I think that's what led into the anger was like when you post like, you guys should really check out Braylon 11. We've already gone over this. We don't like him. Okay, we're not
Well,
into him.
when you said that again for the second time, then I'm pretty sure a third time, I was so convinced you were an idiot. Like, just straight up.
Well, yeah, I mean that has nothing to
Nice.
do with anything. Sorry to say, but
Well, yeah. Especially this, like, the first time we're like, we don't like him, and then again, and it's like, what? Like, I don't know if you're confused, or you're intentionally making us confused. I don't know. If you're trying to make us confused, it's worked really well.
then he talks about how if I remember, basically if I remembered you guys from school, you get a free pass. Is basically what he's saying.
Well, yeah,
We don't. If it really came down to that, I would tell you privately if it really came down to that. But still, I don't think you really even need to know that, to be honest. I don't. That
well,
doesn't
yeah, it
change
doesn't really
anything.
change anything. Yeah, right? I don't know.
By giving you that information, I just thought that it would, you know, how do I word it? Knowing that I don't know, I guess we're around the same environment at one point, just knowing that, we kind of have an understanding about, like, where you're talking about. But at the same time, that doesn't change anything at all. So, I mean, that really covers all the bases. And one more thing that we gotta address one more time. What's with just blocking the accounts? You don't even look at this stuff half the time. You just think it's spam? Like, I don't get it. What's with that? And I do find it funny with the, one of the accounts, he follows it. He followed it, and then and once we send him the video, he blocks it, of course. So. I don't know what all that's about. Just to reiterate, so we get the point across one more time. One more time. Just so it's clear. Maybe you're phasing us out. One more time. All we want is an explanation. Okay? For the stuff you're talking about. That's literally it. Okay? I think we'll end it there. But that's all we want to know. That's
Hopefully,
it.
this is gonna be one of the last videos we have to make.
I hope so. I really hope so.
I don't
If,
want to keep making these videos because we have nothing to say on them other than you're an idiot because you're not explaining anything. Sorry, it's true.
and,
Try
I
to
would,
not be nice about it because you just have like no sense of what's going on.
I would say, like, reach out to us over a DM on Instagram, but you blocked up 3 of our accounts, so I don't...
You just block us, so it's not really even worthy.
Yeah. So I hope that you, watch this video. And if you want to, DM or whatever, just unblock one of the accounts. They're all 3 of them are blocked, and they're all have NNN Nation in them, so you'll know if you look at your blocked. But yeah, that's all there is to it. But yeah, we'll end it there. For the regular viewers, that I guess regular viewers are like 2 people at this point. Like, got a random, and I guess we can throw Acreage Man in there, but for the regular viewers, I don't know when we'll get back. Remnant will definitely continue.
Yeah.
But like for the other stuff, I just don't know. At one point, there was talk of more Far Cry stuff. I don't know. That's all I can say at this point. For GTA Carmies, I don't know. If they come out, you'll know. Okay, but as far as right now, we have no idea about that stuff.
Maybe some Dead by Daylight content coming soon.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight has a chance, definitely. They have some stuff. But, yeah, Remnant will definitely continue on that. Dead by Daylight has a good chance for videos. But, yeah, we don't really have any, like, upload, you know. When the car meets, it was every other day. And I know a lot of people just don't watch this that much anymore. That's because they're in it for the car meets. But just know for a fact, once all the new games start coming out, like Back for Blood and all that, there's going to be a lot more content coming out. So, I know that's all there is to say on that. We'll end it there. And thanks for watching, everybody. Please respond to us in some form, Blu-ray. I would really appreciate that. And, yeah. Catch you guys in the next video.